Okay, today I have this Sonoma 2002 GMC Sonoma, and you hear the engine is misfiring. Go to the tailpipe. You can hear that. Feel like it's running really smooth. Okay, we'll go through history. Well, we can see here, checking lights on, and I already scanned that one. I will show you what I found, and I got the history, and I talked to the customer. Okay, working on this 2002 Sonoma. So it's gonna be, I think I'm gonna get through a lot of stuff here. So I was getting with the customer. First I checked for codes only, and I wanted to see data. When I checked on that one, I had a P0300. I'll show here on the scanning a little bit. P0300, and then also cylinder 3 and 4 were misfiring constantly. 1 and 2 were not. So I stopped there and I asked the customer what they have done for this. So he told me it's being already in 3 shops. The first one said blown head gasket, and they replaced the head gasket, he said, and nothing changed. Like same thing, the same symptoms. So he took it to a second shop, and they said they were the injectors. So they replaced the injectors, and nothing changed. So the third shop replaced the ignition control module and spark plug wires, and I believe spark plug, he said, but I'm not sure. So I told him, I can find out the problem on it, but it'll take probably a lot of time, and I can go to the root of the cause, what it's causing this misfire. So he approved it. So now on, I just will show you what I found on the scanner that day, and I stopped there. I didn't do anything else, just that one. So I'll show you that right now. I have a lot of glare here, but I wanted to see what cylinders are misfired, currently misfired right now. You can see the number 1 is barely misfiring, number 2 is misfiring a lot, and then we can see the number 4. Okay, we already saw number 4 was injection pulse about 6 milliseconds from all of them. The command from the computer. Okay, we already saw good spark and pulse, a good pulse. Here I'm checking for spark. We're checking for the strong spark and consistent, and about 30 to 40 kV. And this is able to do it. And we can see a bright light bright, like a light blue. So this is a good spark and consistent spark. Okay, and the cylinder number 4. Well, now I will be checking for injection pulse on number 4 with a noise light. Because sometimes when there is misfire on some system, the computer disables, the fuel injection. But in this case, it doesn't. You can see injection pulse, and it's pretty much working like it should. have the amp probe here connected to the negative side of the battery. I'm gonna crank the engine right now, and then to check the relative compression in between the 4 cylinders, see if I have any drop, any cylinder that is contributing less than other. So we go here, 5 volts should be fine. 5 volts should be fine. Let me crank it. I'll do like a clear flat mode they call. So I'll press the gas pedal all the way to the floor before starting the vehicle, so that way it doesn't start, it just cranks. Sometimes they start. Pause that one. And come on. Okay. And analyze this data. Okay, here's when the starter kick on. Right here. See here. Okay, we're more interested on this to be even, you know, like pretty much all of them are even. We can see here all of them are even, so I'll just try to put it in here, right here, right here, so then we can see all the bottom here, and all of them looks okay. I did this test because I can hear like something there, like compression loss or something like that, but this is okay. The relative compression, we can see all cylinders pretty much the same compression. I'll do a manual compression to see how much the compression, because this one can, if the timing chain or belt is being left out of time, it will show all of them the same, because they just did a head gasket on it. So I will do compression and I will check other stuff because of that. I have a lot of glare here, but I wanted to see what cylinders are misfired, currently misfired right now. You can see the number 1 is barely misfiring, number 2 is misfiring a lot, and then we can see the number 4. Okay, we already saw number 4 was injection pulse about 6 milliseconds on all of them. The command for the computer. Okay, we already saw a good spark and pulse, a good pulse. So sorry guys. Now I know why I'm having constant misfire on number 4. This is why I forgot to disconnect the noise light. Apologize. I will reconnect this and we will check. So I reconnected that one already, and the engine is moved out, but now let me see. After I reconnected the number 4, I have misfire now on number 1, and that's number 1 and number 2. Here's the RPM. Number 2, number 1, 3 is not misfire. 4 is not misfiring. So pretty much right now we have 1 and pretty much on 1 and 2. See? 3 and 4 is not showing nothing. Even when I touch this cable, number 3, or like, I will remove those 2 spark plugs, number 3 and 4. Well, yeah, I will. I will use one of these cylinder for comparing. I will do a compression here. Okay. Now I only have on number 1 and 2. We'll figure out. Well, I will be removing the spark plug wire number 3 and the spark plug 2. Let's see what I heard, like a weird noise here. Not enough power here. Okay, See what's going on here. This spark plug. Okay, see like some kind of like oil here. Doesn't seem like it's running rich or... Uh-oh, that's the noise. Was leaking compression. Oh, it's showing me misfire on that one, the computer. Oh, weird. I will be removing the number 4. So, the spark plug number 4. Because I don't know if I trust this computer now, you know, like so that how the spark plug number 3 was, and it's not showing misfire. So let me see the number 4. Uh-oh, what I got here? A lot of coolant. Wow, this is coolant. Oh shoot, they got coolant on it. Well, as we can see, there is an issue here with this spark plug. This cannot be, no, there gotta be a misfire here. The problem is the computer, you know, it's not detecting this. So, or I don't know, so what's going on here, you know, like it should be firing okay this. So what I will do is I'll put the compression tester, the manual compression tester on the cylinder number 4, and then I'll do number 4 and number 2, and also because the computer is telling me I have misfire on number 1 and 2, and then I know this one there is an issue here. So then what I will be doing here is using the 4 cylinder to compare with the number 2, and I'll throw 3 channels there on my scope. I'll do a running compression with the pressure transducer, 1 channel, 2nd channel for spark to see if that one is going on time, and the other one is gonna be the injection pulse, see if that one is going on time too. So it's gonna be the next step. As we can see, the compression is about 160, and well, the specification for this engine is a 150, about 160 I think is normal, so I don't see anything abnormal here. So this is a good compression, and this is the one I found cooling in it, and the computer is not registering misfire on this. I'll move to number, well, since I'm here, I'll do a manual compression on the number 2. Well, we can see it's pretty much a little bit more like 170 these, 75, something like that. But it's not a big difference here in compression, so I wouldn't be expecting to be out of time or anything. It's not off the, no, like the specification. It's just there. So this is the number 2. So we have good compression, but this is the one the computer is registering a misfire, number 1 and number 2. So right now I will go ahead and do more testing on this number 2. I wanted to check, well, in fact, we'll be unplugging the injector. I want to check the injector, the signal to the injector at the same time. Well, that's what we will do here on this. I'll plug it back, connect it like the way how it works, and check for spark on this, and check for the injection pulse. Well, I forgot to show this when I removed the spark plug. Look how this spark plug is. Super black. So this spark plug this is running very rich. 3 and 4 they were clean, and this one is running like, look, it's running rich. I would number 1 right now because that's showing a misfire 1 and 2. I wanted to check what's going on if that one is running rich too. See what happened. This is for number 2. I will be removing the number 1 right now, and then I will see what happened with the spark plug. Look, black, running rich, 1 and 2. Okay, 3 and 4 were clean, but the number 4 has a cooling on it. I'll do my compression test and injection pulse on it. Well, we can see here the compression is about 153, something like that. It's not a bad compression, you know, for having a, but we have rich condition. Our rich condition could be if we are low in compression, you know, we will be suspecting rich condition because we're not burning it. But 153 or something like that, it's in between range, so I wouldn't be worried about compression on it. At least static compression. We'll do a running compression. This is number 1. And we can see here on number 1, cylinder number 1, you know, we're about 150. Shouldn't be worried about rich condition because of low compression. Well, low compression could cause like rich condition if we are not burning, you know, the fuel. We'll check with the engine running now and see the spark on the number 1, if it is consistent and it is jumping. And also I will check for injection pulse with the noise light. I'll connect the engine, I'll run it. Come on, battery. This is the number 1. You can see the spark is very consistent and it is jumping pretty good. Good. Okay. I don't like it. Use the noise light to see how dim this one comparing to the number 4. I don't like it. It's very dim. Idle. Barely. Also, a new cylinder pressure transducer on number 1 and on number 4. Here. I will do the same test I did for number. I have disabled the number 1. I will disable injector number 1. You can see I don't like it. You see, it's thin, barely. So I will disable number 1. And I gotta make sure that light goes off, and I don't like it. I gotta scope that one. I gotta use the scope for that one. Yes. So apparently it's disabled. But look, it's still blinking. Disabled. See how dim is that one? There is an issue there. Okay. Okay. I will have to scope this one now. I gotta scope the number 1 and number 2 because we have an issue there with those. Well, I'm gonna have 3 channel here. 1 for the injector, the fuel injectors. Here is gonna be on number 3, injector number 3. As we can see, the pink and black for number 3. I'll show you that one here, number 3, pink and black. Okay, injector number 3 to check on time. And on the other channel, I will be having the spark. See, I'm connected on the same wire. I have disconnected for number 3, and we are on the spark plug here. with the in-cylinder pressure transducer. So now we're gonna be checking the 3 basic, they call, like the 5 basic. There are only 4 they mention, but this is the 5th. I wanted to check if that compression, I wanted to check the valve train now. If the intake valve, exhaust valve are opening on time. I wanted to check if the injection is going on time. I wanted to check if the spark is going on time. We're gonna do that. So right now I'm testing on the cylinder number 3. You see the number 1, number 3 screwing is firing a lot. I have a disconnect there, and it doesn't show a number 2. Kind of weird, you know, a little bit. Okay. Now we can see the spark here. So we'll go to the scope now and find out the scope is rolling. I'll stop this capture and we're gonna analyze it, and the glare is still in here. What are we expecting to be good? What are we expecting to be bad? You know, what I'm expecting, you know. Probably will turn off the engine. Okay, let's analyze this capture. Okay, put a cursor here. Let's see where are the cursors. Cursor number 1 on top dead center. Cursor number 2 on top dead center. That one out of the picture. Ouch. Let me see. Okay, what I'm looking for is from here, number 1 is running at 69 psi of compression. Number 2 is 67. It's just probably I just don't have very like center. Okay, let me see here. Right there. You see 70 and 68. That's the same cylinder. Okay, from here to here we have 720 degrees of crank rotation. So 2 revolution of the crank. So here is the TDC compression of the piston. So we have the 4 strokes here. So here it should be, when the engine is running, it should be power. Okay, here will be compression, power, exhaust valve opening, intake valve opening. So this one will be power, like over here. From here, like over here, will be exhaust. From here, like over here, should be intake. And we can see here, you know, the injector is there, right when the intake valve is almost finishing to close. That one probably will be like closing like over here. But it's there on time. That's what I was expecting, that one to be on time. The second I wanted to see is that the spark is going on time. And we can see here the spark is going right before TDC. So this is good, you know. We have everything good. So we have the 4 stroke here, and see here the injector right here. Boom, firing again before intake. Let's see if we can see the spark a little bit more. We can see the spark here. Yeah, it's going on time. Yeah, pretty good. The injector is like a pick and hold, they call these injectors. I mean, I'm curious, what is gonna tell me component test for this one? It's a 2.2 fuel injection and fuel system, injectors, signature test. It's not, yeah, you see, it's not like accurate. They're showing like normal injector. This is pick and hold, what I can see there. Totally different than what they say here. Well, whatever. But what matters to me right now is this. We are on time. Yes, let me check when the exhaust valve is opening. That's the only thing I gotta check right now. What happened when the exhaust valve open? How is that how is that opening? Is that opening on time? Okay, so put the cursor number 1 right here, the other cursor here, and we go here. How much is the total of millisecond? 134.21. Ouch, that one wasn't the one I needed. It's this calculator. So what's that? 124.21. Divider 4 strokes equal to, oh shit, that wasn't that. Sorry for my math. 132.24 divided in 4 strokes. Oh, 124. 124. $33.58. I'm gonna measure that. $33.58 should be opening like around here. 33.58. 33.58. Yeah, you can see 33.58. I can see here when the exhaust valve open. It's on time. From here, pretty much from here to here is normal. So it is opening okay. So timing is okay. So we're gonna compare it to number 2 where we have an issue now. Okay, let's start recording here. As we can see, I will stop it here right now and we will analyze this data. I'm on the number 2 right now. Let's see if I can have those in the PDC. Okay. Running compression, we have about 53, 54 psi of running compression. But what I don't like is this. Look at this on exhaust. Looks like a weird, the injector is spraying on exhaust here. Right here is the repetition. We can see it should be on intake normal, but it's making like hashes going here on number. Wow. Let me zoom out a little bit, but the spark is good, so I can see the spark here. I'll zoom out on the spark right now. See the spark. Oh, we can see the spark here. It's before TDC, so that should be fine. I'm okay with the spark. The next one is, look at the injection pulse. How weird is that one? How weird is that? Let me see here. Oh, look at that driver. How the driver is here. So this one should be straight going down here. And look at this. This one should be square here to here. That driver is bad for that computer. But most of my attention is this. Look. It is spraying on intake, normal, but it's spraying on exhaust. That's why we're running rich. The second question is, let me see, cylinder number 1 and 2, we have misfire and both are running bridge. With that shorter, I'll move to number 1. Okay, I'll trigger the number 1. Oops, not that one. I'll put a trigger on it, so then I can see that signal here. I will move to number 1 right now. What I will do is I will unplug number 1 to start with. That is the first thing we're gonna do. Let me see if when I unplug number 1, one of those signals go away in case they are shorted. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. I will unplug number 1 right now. Injector number 1. See. Okay, I unplugged the injector number 1. You see that one keeps going. Okay, the injector number 1 and 2 are okay. That unplugged. And still I got the same signal, so okay. I will go to the computer and now I'm suspecting those wires are shorter, but I'll cut that wire close to the computer and see if this signal go away. See if that's internal in the computer or it is in between the computer and the harness. Something is broken. So I'll cut that wire now here. Look, so I got cutted that one here. Look. just to hear the computer. Okay. And then you see here what's going on. Oh, I still have the same thing. 2 injection, one on intake and one on exhaust. That's why we're running rich on 1 and 2. You can see the differences between cylinder 3, the one I compared was working okay. So now let me do something here. I'll plug to a number 1. Let me see something. I'll plug it here to number 1. And what happened to number 1? I connected to number 1. And what's going on here? Okay. Okay, got no signal. Look, that's number 1, and I'm unplugged here on the injector side. I am unplugged. I shouldn't have to have a signal here right now. You see, I got the connector unplugged here for the injector. And I got it here connected on the number 1, so on the black. I shouldn't have signal right now here. When I connect this one, see, I'll plug it here. Plug it here. Look at here at the scope. I shouldn't have that signal because I have open system here, so this is gonna be a shorter driver inside the computer. Plus, on the other end, we can see that on the computer is not, the driver is not going to ground like complete. It's just, it's not square as it should be. I just wanted to show here right now what's going on here. You know, this is a number 4 on the injector, which is a good injector. Look at the difference. It's only injecting one time, and of course we're gonna be off compression or even intake because anyway this is compression for number 2, and this is injection for cylinder number 4. See, what I wanted to show is this: when I unplug the injector, this signal should go away. As you see, unplug it here. Look at that signal here. Unplug it on the blue channel. That is a good system, but we have here the number 1, which is unplugged, complete unplugged, and the signal is still there on the wire. So shorter internally, you know, shorter internally, because look, it's unplugged. Okay, move to number 1 again, the black only. And I got the signal, the weird signal here, and the injector is unplugged. Okay, I will see if that one is internal or external. I got this one here, the wire, the computer. Now the signal goes away. See? No signal. I'll just touch it here. Signal come back. So internal in the computer is shorter, and it needs. This vehicle basically needs a computer, and it needs to remove the cylinder head to check for probably they didn't send it to a machine shop and they didn't do a proper torque. Who knows what happened there, but we have cooling in the cylinder number 4. Most definitely we're running rich here. Sorry for my neighbor, I gotta come over and clean this vehicle. Final shot here on the Sonoma. Well, no more checking light, so I'm gonna go over here and look at the new computer. So here is a new computer program on the dealer. Then I'm just gonna show up after the repair, you know, replacing the computer. So I'm hooked up here to the black connector. That one was for the injector number 1. And on the same one I have the amp probe to check for fixing them out like that. And the number 1 and number 2 is where we were having a double pulse on intake stroke and exhaust stroke. We'll go to the scanner here. Got a lot of glare here. Each look, vehicle is running 900 RPMs. So 0 misfire. See. Let me see the injection pulse command. So it's about 3.4, 3.2 some milliseconds. Gonna go to the scope now, and we're gonna check on those 2 channels I have there. I leave data. So one is with the amp probe, and the other one is with the yellow trace is with the amp probe, and the green trace is for checking the voltage. Okay, nice. We can see here, you know, like still, you know, this is like not like a really straight here, but here is when the computer, the transistor inside the computer is applying the ground, and it's like a pick and hold, so that it applies like a double pulse. You can see here when the current ramp is just building up, when the current is flowing, hold it a little bit and then closes here. You can see here this little hump here is when the injector actually mechanical is closing. So I'm gonna measure right now the total of on time with the scope and see that matches with the scanner. So we can see here is when you turn it on to when you turn that off. That is the on time. Well, according to this, is about 4 milliseconds from here to here. Let me see. Right there, 3.9 milliseconds is the on time. Pause here, we can see that the current ramp and the voltage trace. See the ramp, nice ramp, and it peaks about 2 amps, but we hold it here like half amp, like about half amp. Okay, bring that one down here, take this one out of the picture. Yeah, we can see here about 3.9 milliseconds this one is saying. Let me see the scanner. Yeah, it's about 3.6, 3.7. So good. So it's fixed, programmed by the dealer, and everybody's happy. So I just wanted to show a non-grid. You can see here, I'll just zooming out on this. You can see here, double pulse, 16. Oops. Okay, this part on the snap-on. I will get a picoscope sometime. It's way better than snap-on. There it is. Vehicle is fixed. No more coils, no misfire. It's done. Need a computer.